Hello, and welcome back to Simply Fluent. Before we begin, a quick note. All our lessons have English subtitles, but if you want, you can activate subtitles in your own language using the YouTube player. This can be a great tool to help your learning. Expressing your opinion is a key part of any conversation. But how do you agree with someone strongly? And more importantly, how do you disagree without sounding rude or starting an argument? Knowing the right phrases is essential for good communication, both in your personal life and at work. So, are you ready for another lesson to boost your conversation skills? By the end of this dynamic class, you will learn 15 essential phrases to agree and disagree politely and effectively in English. Let's begin. Part 1. Ways to agree, phrase 1. I agree. This is the simplest and most direct way to agree. It's perfect for most situations. Let's practice. I agree. Phrase 2. That's true. Use this phrase when you agree with a fact or a statement that someone has made. Let's practice. That's true. Phrase 3. Exactly. Absolutely. These are strong agreement words. Use them when you completely agree with what someone said and you feel enthusiastic about it. Let's practice. Exactly. Phrase 4. I feel the same way. This is a great phrase to show that you share the same opinion or feeling as the other person. It creates a connection. Let's practice. I feel the same way. Phrase 5. You're right. This is another direct and clear way to show agreement, especially when someone states a fact or makes a good point. Let's practice. You're right. Phrase 6. I couldn't agree more. This is a very strong phrase that means you agree 100%. It's often used in more formal situations or for emphasis. Let's practice. I couldn't agree more. Okay, we've learned several ways to agree. Do you have any questions so far? If so, please leave them in the comment section. Now, let's learn how to disagree politely. Part 2. Ways to disagree politely, phrase 7. I see your point, but ... This is a fantastic phrase for polite disagreement. First, you show that you understand their perspective. I see your point. Then you use but to introduce your different opinion. Let's practice. I see your point, but I have a different idea. Phrase 8. I'm not so sure about that. This is a softer way to express doubt or disagreement without being too direct. It sounds less confrontational. Let's practice. I'm not so sure about that. Phrase 9. Respectfully, I disagree. This is a more formal phrase, often used in professional or academic settings. The word respectfully signals that your disagreement is not personal. Let's practice. Respectfully, I disagree. Phrase 10. On the other hand, ... double quotes, use this phrase to introduce a contrasting point of view or an alternative perspective. Let's practice. On the other hand, we need to consider the cost. Phrase 11. That's one way to look at it. However, ... double quotes this phrase acknowledges their view as valid. That's one way to look at it before you present your own different perspective. Using however, let's practice. That's one way to look at it. However, I think. Phrase 12. I'm afraid I have a different opinion. Similar to complaining politely, starting with I'm afraid ... double quotes softens the disagreement and makes it sound less direct. Let's practice. I'm afraid I have a different opinion. Part 3. Finding common ground, phrase 13. Maybe we can agree to disagree. If you realize you have very different opinions and you won't change each other's minds, this is a polite way to end the discussion without conflict. Let's practice. Maybe we can agree to disagree. Phrase 14. Let's look at the facts again. If the disagreement is about facts, suggesting a review of the information can be a neutral way to move forward. Let's practice. Let's look at the facts again. Phrase 15. What if we compromise? A compromise is a solution where both sides give a little. Suggesting a compromise is a great way to resolve a disagreement constructively. Let's practice. What if we compromise? And there you have it. 15 key phrases to help you agree and disagree clearly and politely in any English conversation. So, what did you think of this video? Was this quick lesson helpful for you? Please let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more essential phrases, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now. Click the like button and activate the notification bell to receive our new lessons. We have new classes for you every single day, packed with valuable content at 10 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 7 at night. Thank you for your valuable time, and I'll see you in the next lesson.